Hey there, Steven here with Crystal Tractor and Equipment, and this is the Mahindra Max 26 XLT, one of the toughest little mid-compact tractors on the market. It's certainly one of my favorite in the lineup, so I want to go ahead and take a dive in here and show you just exactly why that is. Let's go. So the Max 26 here is going to be a 26 horsepower mid-size compact tractor, somewhere in between your standard compact and your subcompact. So it's a nice size for smaller acreages where you don't have a lot of room or you need to maneuver in tight spaces, but you still need something with a little bit more horsepower and lift capacity than what you'll find in a standard subcompact. Now with the 26 horsepower you get here in the Max, you're also going to get a 20 horsepower PTO output, which means you'll be able to pull implements from anywhere about 4.5 to 5 foot pretty easily with this tractor. And you won't have any trouble pulling those implements either, because the Max 26, just like all Mahindras, is built with a significant amount of steel, not only in the frame, but also in the body panels and elsewhere. And that means you're gonna get a total tractor weight before any accessories of just under 2,000 pounds. And that also means that back here with the impressive hydraulic power on this 3-point system, you're gonna get a lift capacity here at the ball ends of 2,300 pounds. Now, when you couple that in with the 54-inch width here, again, that means anywhere from your 50, 40, or 60-inch implements are a perfect match for the Max 26. Now, those impressive lift capacities don't stop at just the 3-point at the rear of the tractor. If we take a look here at the front end loader attachment, we're gonna find that at ground level, this loader is going to have a bucket breakout force of 2,700 pounds. And when we get all the way to the max height of 7 feet, we'll still have 1,400 pounds of lift capacity at the pivot pins. Couple that with your 54-inch bucket here and the standard skid steer quick connect attachment here, you'll find you're gonna be able to get an impressive amount of work done with just this little tractor. Now, the advantages of the Max 26 don't end with just the impressive capabilities, but also extend into the comfort and conveniences that are available on the model. So if we take a look here at the operator station, the first thing we'll notice is the big prominent M-Comfort seating. Now what that's going to do for you is give you the folding armrests here on both sides, so you'll be able to get these armrests out of the way, which is definitely helpful for entering and exiting. And then you can put them down when it's more comfortable for you. You also are going to get a nice cushioned seat down here on the bottom for those long bumpy rides out in the field. And then if we take a look here on the left fender, we'll see some of our controls, starting with a cup holder here to keep you hydrated. But here in the center area, you're going to see we've got our PTO engagement lever here. Now there's also a slot next to that that's currently missing. That's because the Max 26 is also available with a 60-inch mid-mount mower, so you'd be able to turn this thing into the ultimate lawn tractor if that's what works for your situation. Here a little bit lower, we'll find our range selector. This is going to be for our hydrostatic drive, so you'll have a low and high range available depending on whether you need greater torque or greater speed for your application. And below that, we'll also find the 4-wheel drive engagement lever, because all Max 26 models are going to come standard with 4-wheel drive. Now when we take a look here towards the steering column, we'll also find 3 sets of controls down here in the center. Now the first of these is going to be your tilt steering. So we are going to have tilt steering here on this little compact model. This gives you a little bit of range of motion here. To combine that with the fact that the M-Comfort seat also slides in and out, so you can find the optimal position that's right for you. Here in the center, of course, we'll find our parking brake control, and just to the right of that, we'll also find that our hydrostatic pedal here is going to include a speed lock. Moving on to the right side here to take a look at the controls, we're going to find that starting up here, we actually have a nice convenient phone holder slot. Lets you drop that right in there so that can stay safe. And then here we'll also have our position control lever for the 3-point hitch, as well as our loader joystick here, which is going to allow you to float your loader for those back dragging applications or working with forks or something like that. And then this loader joystick is also going to be dual function capable. So that means you're going to be able to lift and dump and lower and curl at the same time for greater versatility and getting your work done a little faster. And speaking of that loader, Right here, we also can find our color-coded hydraulic connectors as well. So that makes removing and reattaching your loader a lot simpler. Down here, we'll also, of course, find our hydrostatic drive pedal, our brakes, which you do have the ability to remove the connection bracket here and operate those independently. And we also have our slide lever control for the M-Comfort seat. Moving around to the center here by the steering column, we're also going to find our nice rotary throttle lever. I really like this because it lets you find exactly the right position that you need on your throttle. It's more convenient, in my opinion, than having to deal with the little lever style controls. Down here on the far right, we'll find a nice little feature that's going to be a hydrostatic cruise control. So with this lever, we can find the right position that works for us for the implement that we're pulling, and we can lock that lever in place, and that's going to allow us to let the tractor do the work for you, and you don't have to hold your foot on that exact position. Let's say if you're mowing down a large field or you're pulling a box blade down a long driveway, that's a really handy feature that kind of lets your hydrostatic drive work more like a gear drive so you don't have to hold the pedal. Here on the front, we can also see a design feature that it shares with its bigger brother, the 1626, and that's going to be the automotive style headlights up front to give you better visibility at night. And then of course, we'll also have our turn signals included for driving on the road. Maintenance is also made easy on the Max 26. As you can see here, we've got a large vertically opening hood here on the front, and that gives us easy access to our air filter, fuel filter, our radiator pre-screen. Our battery is also located here right in the front, as well as our radiator reservoir. And you can get better access by removing the grill guard, which is only attached with 4 bolts right there in the front. You can also remove your loader with just 2 pins, and it comes with a tripod to help you get that off of there pretty easily. And just on the left side of the operator station, you'll also have very easy access to your hydraulic filter. So that's going to do it for our look at the Max 26 XLT. Go ahead and leave a comment letting us know, did you find this video informational or helpful? And do you think the Max 26 would be a good tractor for your application? Now you can also find more Mahindra content in our Mahindra playlist, which will be available right at the end of this video. And you can also visit us at crystaltractor.com. There you can see all of our available inventory from all of our locations, and you can even book an appointment to come down and check one out in person. Thanks for checking out the video.